This is the Gramophone Station Interview with Longcoats. So, how you doing, boys? You all good?
Yeah, we're good, man.
Good. Well, yeah, well.
All right.
That's not an answer. Oh,
We'll take it. It'll do. Let's go. Right. Start off then. Tell me, go for your names, how old you are, and what you play in the band, what you do.
Want to go first?
Sure
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I'm Arthur. I'm 21, and I play lead guitar and do some backing vocals.
Lovely.
I'm Ollie. I'm 21. I'm an alcoholic, and I play rhythm guitar and sing lead.
Sweet.
I'm Ollie. Oh, wait. I'm Ollie. I'm 21. I'm not an alcoholic, but I could be.
Depends on the flavour of the month,
Yeah.
really.
Trying, yeah.
Think that what's happened.
And I'm a drummer, so yeah. It's probably best I'm not an alcoholic anyway, to be honest.
Oh, they play cocaine, don't they, drummers?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I was thinking more speed or heroin. I think
Yeah,
it
just
might
take
be more
heroin
your
instead.
flavour.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat. Exactly.
Just lots of hard drugs.
Yes, take, yeah.
Awesome. Right. So, I mean, this is our first interview of a band on the Gramophone Station. So, we're not going to, there's nothing, it can be whatever we want it to be. We'll take it wherever we want to take it. So we'll start off with like the standard, pretend we're the, enemy. Let's give you some questions. Tell us how the band started. Give us the backstory.
So the band started, I guess, like last year, properly.
Yeah.
Me and Arthur have been friends since school in 2014. We sort of cycled through different bands and different variations and sort of settled on Longcoats like April, May last year. Did our first gig in August. We had two different members at that time. But we recently gained our new drummer here, Bull, and our new bassist, Austin, who couldn't be here today. But yeah, we've just been gigging, recording for the last year and a bit. Put out our first EP last month. Just been kind of riding on that.
Sweet. It's a lovely EP. It's got some quality tunes on it. We'll get to the tunes later. First of all, let's talk about the name. Why have you got two nipples in the name? Were those little dots in the O supposed to be nipples, or?
It's like a target more than like a nipple.
I thought it was a boob.
Just so bang on target audience.
But we need the maximum lactation also.
We do need them. That's why there's a lot of white in the logo.
Yeah, the maximum
Yeah,
lactation.
maximum lactation, maximum
Yeah,
effort.
Awesome. I've heard breast milk does improve musical talent, obviously. What is Longcoats? Where does that come from? You're not wearing any long coats right now, are you?
Well, no, the short ones just weren't long enough, were they?
Yeah. We wore a couple of jackets and photo shoots and we were like, just ain't cutting
It's
it.
not cutting it. I need to cut it by the knee.
Yeah,
not
I
by the
need
waist.
length. I need length, bro.
Yeah, so
The other jackets were just all more girth.
yeah.
Size does matter, obviously. But,
Not that we're comparing. No,
No.
Longcoats came from like a tattered. I lived in Guildford for a year, and the only coat I remembered to bring from my mum's house was this tattered old coat that my brother used to wear with his suit to work. And I was doing something with some friends. I was like, oh, Longcoats would be a great name for a band. And when we came back from a demo session, I was in the car with Arthur. And I was like, what if we call the band Longcoats? And he paused with this awkward silence, as he always does. And he took his time to really ponder over this, like it was the most important thing I'd ever asked him. And then 5 minutes later, he just turned off the music and went, yeah, man. That was it.
that was it.
Went on with Longcoats.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I hit him. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, sure. Can I park here?
Yeah, man. Sure.
I mean, all the best bands have names that don't mean anything, so that is the perfect way to start. Who are your musical influences? Who would you say you've been inspired from?
Myself, mostly.
Like it? Yeah.
No, I mean, I think kind of the beauty of Longcoats is we're all inspired by very different things that kind of meet in the middle a little bit.
Yeah, so you've got the whole McFly.
Yeah, I've got the whole McFly
And,
early noughties thing going for me.
I'm playing off the whole Strokes influence with my stuff
Yeah.
quite a lot. And
Yeah.
You
I'm
are
just
like
a mix of weird stuff.
you got a lot going for you. You got like got some like the Strokes in there. You got like
Tame Impala.
yeah, lots of Tame Impala there.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of Catfish and Bottleman in drag, which is obviously not a bad thing, but I thought
Depends on class, really, doesn't it?
If
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I mean they're doing better than us. so-
Exactly. So we can't say. Shit.
Yeah, no, there's definitely an influence of like some of the later indie stuff.
Mm.
We try and sort of keep it sort of earlier, like early 2000s is kind of where we it's our bread and butter.
Turn on the bright lights. Is
Yeah.
it? All of that good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Of your songs that you've released so far, which one is your favourite and why?
What's yours?
Mine's a toss-up between
You're a
Drag and
tosser?
October.
Who's tossing you? What? Is
That's
that how the creative process works in this band?
October, but that's just a cop-out answer.
Well, I'm just, let me finish.
Don't sit on the fence. Go for it. Pick a song.
Yeah.
Got to let him finish.
So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so I really like October because of how just as a song it builds really nicely, and the chorus is really really strong, and Drag just for the big visceral energy, and playing it live is a lot of fun as well.
Drag is the fun one to play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely one of the ones with the most girth.
Yeah,
Like October is primarily length, and Drag is like full girth.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then seen somewhere in between.
Yeah, Plasticine's like it's like middle ground, like average, like a solid 5-incher.
Yeah.
No, my favorite. I think my favorite one is October, just because it's got something a bit different about it that the others don't. So like used to being used, Drag and Plasticine, like they're quite different, but they definitely all fit in that sort of indie pop rock bracket, and October just has a bit something else about it, I guess, and not the second and third choruses with the big harmonies and the nice funky bass line just always tickles my pickle.
Lovely. Last
Oh, yeah.
one. One more. Go on. What do you think? What's your favourite song? We've got 2 out of 3 answers so far. One more.
Yeah. Oh, what's yours?
Who doesn't mind?
Well, to be honest, I like them all.
Ah.
I do like them all, but I'd say Drag is my favourite because it's just the most fun.
Yeah, it's got good vibes, big vibes all around.
It's got a cracking guitar solo.
What's the kind of creative process like? Who does most of the writing for you guys?
I mean, for this EP, the first EP and the singles and stuff was kind of I wrote it at home and we brought it in and sort of arranged it in the practice room. But the newer stuff we've been writing has been almost like an even split in like the way it comes together. But a lot of it always tends to come from just a basic idea. And I'd never say the song is finished until everyone has had their thing to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that voice note that I had on my phone could be considered the finished song.
Cool. Who's the shittest band member? Who's the most useless? Needs to start pulling their weight more.
Well,
Cool.
Hands down.
yeah, absolutely.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
for
get,
sure.
let's get them split up before they even started. Come on. How has COVID been for you boys? Has it affected the obviously you can't play live anymore, but have you written more stuff, or what's it been like for you?
I mean, overall, a massive pain in the arse.
Yeah.
But it has given us the time to really get the demos good for the new stuff we've been writing. But other than that, it's just been
It's been a real pisser.
it means just can't promote the record by gigging and all the natural ways. We've just got to shove it on the internet and see if the internet listens. Which
we even tried to sell our nudes at one point. Didn't really take.
no.
Next tape? Anyone? No.
See, we were thinking that's going to be how we promote the album. I think we can't play our hand with a full-blown sex tape.
Not just yet.
For EP.
Yeah, we'll get.
When's the album? when's the album coming out? What's the plans with the album? Is there an pipeline?
Yeah, we've just started sort of wrapping. We're getting to the point where we're wrapping up the demo process for it over the next sort of week or two.
Mm-hmm.
And we've started recording most of the drums for it as of the other week. So we're definitely in full swing of the early stages of production on it. We're hoping to have a single out in February.
February time, maybe.
End of February, beginning of March, depending on what the Rona situation is.
Yeah.
And then I think we're going to aim to have it out like late summer, maybe beginning of autumn.
Sounds like a plan.
Get it out, boys. Get it out.
Get it out.
The,
Get it out
what's,
loud.
exactly.
Yeah.
We all like to get it out. What's the dream? What's the so? If everything goes right, you get your album out in February. Corona's no longer a problem. Where do you see yourself going? What's the aim? What's the vision? Give me the sell.
Well,
Tell me the
if we've
dream.
got odds right, we should be in rehab by the time the album comes out.
We should write like a really solid like follow up. But I feel like Rehab's like second, third album time, isn't it?
Yeah, we can do that by the autumn. We'll have it all out.
This time next year, I want one of you to at least overdose. Okay, and you know.
at least 3
It'll be you.
times.
It'll be you.
What, me?
Yeah.
Why would it necessarily be me?
Because you're at uni. It just,
That means nothing.
yeah.
That doesn't necessarily
mean.
mean that I'll be the one that overdoses.
Yeah, it's the extra pressure.
Yeah.
You're welcome to be the singer. The singer's always the one that's likely to overdose.
Yeah, you know.
So you said you're at uni. What are you studying at uni?
This one's going to shock you, actually. I'm studying music at the commercial.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. Fucking mental, right?
I really wish it was like physics or something.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
but
studying law.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it has to be-
What the rest of you lot do then? If one of you's at uni, what's the other? What else are you doing? What, you just put on your plonker all day while he's studying music, or you up to something?
So currently I work full time at a cafe, but hopefully that's going to change soon because I'm applying to do audio engineering at uni next year.
Lovely.
But in the meantime, saving up money and buying copious amounts of musical equipment with it.
And copious amounts of coke.
They say copious amounts of what?
That's too expensive.
Yeah, to be fair. The amount you have to pay for a gram, it's just really not worth it, is it?
No, at the end of the day, it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not the
you're-
best stuff in bar.
Nothing's the best stuff.
I weirdly work at the same place as this dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a
it's
different
alright, isn't it?
department. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah,
It's fine.
it's quite an unusual
I do
workplace.
drum teaching as well.
Your employer isn't going to listen to this podcast. You can say what you want about them. Don't worry, they're not going to be
Well, you
listening.
never know. They do operate in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Maybe hearing
I
it.
make them sound
They
like they're
don't-
psychic.
Yeah.
Fucking
I can
private.
call your manager out if you want. If you send me a message of what to say, we can call them a twat. It's fine.
We're not always paid in money, are we?
No,
Oh god.
They're paid in sex workers.
Yeah. Which
Is
isn't
it-
too bad.
I mean if yeah, you know, it could be worse. But I mean, is it currently illegal in England? I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like it
Gotta
shouldn't
find
be,
out.
but like it could. I don't know.
Only garden centres.
Only garden centres, indeed. Yeah, only succulents.
That's where the lactation comes from.
I
Oh,
see.
God. Do you know what? I'm kind of running out of serious questions, serious musical questions. So should we swap to some bullshit?
That's some bullshit. That's basically what we
It's a
based.
good segue.
Yeah, our whole shtick is bullshit.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of deep fakes.
Exactly.
You really like those words. You really like saying deep fake at the moment, don't you?
It's
Anytime we do something, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to deep fake it onto this. I'm starting to think you don't actually know what deep faking is.
no, I do, but I just find deep fakes a really funny concept.
Well, you use it in such strange contexts.
Well, exactly, because it's like in a context that no one realistically would actually do that. And, you know, I've got an abstract sense of humour, Ollie.
That's Sophie at 500.
You're Fiat 500, and that's my thing.
Yeah, lads. Right, let's get this underway. Tell me who's your favourite band? Give me the favourite. Oh, group decision here. I want to hear discussion. Who is the group's favourite band?
Oh,
Decision.
fuck.
We just need to
Yeah,
huddle
but
away and
like-
discuss the five.
Have a chat.
Our collective favourite band is probably The Strokes.
What did you think of the new album? What did you think of the
That
latest?
is a masterpiece.
Great, like the best cash grab
Yeah.
of all
Yeah,
time.
the best sellout
Yeah,
in indie music.
amazing. I loved it. It's brilliant.
I do like them.
There we go. Who's your least favourite band? Who you hate the most? Who you think's just taking the piss? Longcoats.
1975, surely.
I used to quite like the 1975, but every year I grow 1 year older and 1 year more
I
tired
rest
of their
my case.
bullshit. I can't deal with them anymore.
Can we collectively agree that the latest Imagine Dragons album is like the worst music ever?
Yeah, it's pretty
We
bad.
can agree with that. And do you know
First,
what?
Imagine Dragons is the worst. Imagine Dragons is the worst music ever.
Let's go with Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, they're the worst band.
I think we'll put that on just before we play your tune. We'll say the lads have said collectively, imagine we should just call them out because it's a good way to get big. If you called Imagine
That's
Dragons
Yeah,
out,
should we start Twitter beef with Imagine
Yeah,
Dragons?
let's make some beef. Yeah.
we'll back this.
Not
We'll
this
back this
track.
all the way. We'll put it on everything. Imagine
Yeah.
Dragons are shit. Longcoats for the win.
It might be really nice people, but screw them.
They're probably lovely
they're probably
people. They're
great.
just shit.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Have you thought about diss tracks? Are
Mm.
they? Is it on the cards? Could you write a diss track?
It's something we couldn't possibly imagine.
Yeah, like Imagine Dragons, more like Imagine dragging my balls across your face.
It's exactly what we want to hear. I think.
It's pretty good.
Imagine dragging this out for 5 albums.
I know.
Oh,
How
God.
long have we been interviewing for now? What have I been saying? How far into this interview are we? I can't.
Not far enough.
It's not far enough, right?
I mean, to the general listener, way too far.
Yeah,
probably.
people have already tuned out at this point.
Yeah.
What instruments? So, how did you start playing your instruments? What was the first song you played on your respective instruments? The first thing you learned. You can remember that far back.
I think I remember mine actually.
My first song.
Song,
You go
Song,
first,
song.
Paul.
Yeah.
Mine was actually Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Of course it was. I think mine.
Yeah.
I think mine was either.
8.
I think mine might have been Half the World Away by Oasis, but I never learned the full thing because my dad only knew how to play like the first like. I think he knew how to play the verse, and that was it.
Well, isn't that like the whole song?
No, it changes, much to my dismay. Much to 12-year-old Ollie's dismay. I think I kind of learned the first songs I played were sort of around the same time. I learned like Good Riddance by Green Day and stuff.
Yeah. What do you feel the rest of your show out for covers so far? What do you normally play? What's the set like?
Stacey's mum every time.
Yeah.
We're not even joking. We
Yeah,
did
it's a great tune. Yeah,
a great tune.
It's an
Arguably one of the best songs ever written.
You
I
could
wouldn't go
say
that
it's
far.
got it going on.
oh,
Shame on you.
get him out, kick him out of the band.
We can't but be nothing without him. He drives us everywhere.
Oh,
I'm the only one that can fucking drive.
Yeah.
You drive me insane.
Yeah.
The coachman.
you see that kind of camaraderie that'll disappear after the second album. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
We
They'll all
already
hate
hate
each other.
We did it for the non-existent money.
Yeah, it's true. We're in it to like pay for stuff.
Yeah, in fact, if anything, during COVID, I think I've saved money from not gigging.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, money on petrol is definitely down, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Save the planet, you know.
Yeah,
Save the seals or something.
yeah.
What have you guys got planned? So you got your album coming, or you're working on your album. What else has the band got to get it going? What are you going to promote? What are you going to tease the people with? Are you going to get everyone lactating?
Whoa.
Well, we have a Christmas live stream that we're doing
Ooh.
at the next month.
So yeah, that acts as the follow-on milk.
Yeah, that will be. Yeah.
That'd be the full fat.
What does the
Yeah.
Christmas live stream involve? What is that?
Well, it involves Christmas.
Yeah,
And it involves a stream that is, and this will shock you,
is
live.
it live?
It is live. Funnily enough. No, we're just going to be playing we've managed to get a few hours in a Baptist church that our mate works at. So we're going to be doing a live stream there for an hour.
Yeah, God's going to strike us down.
Yeah,
after
he
the
really
second
is.
song.
Has he approved this? Have you asked him? Has he okayed it?
I
I don't really care.
think he's given up on us, to be honest.
Yeah, we're a lost cause.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to hell. It's okay.
Yeah, we are. But that's
Yeah.
where all the best
Sex,
people
drugs,
are.
and rock and
It's
roll.
true.
Yeah.
It's like we'll find Louis Theroux there and we'll have a good time.
Calling Louis Theroux out now as well. What's he done?
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, we've got a Christmas live stream, and then we've got, because of COVID again, we've got another live stream gig on the 8th of January, which is actually the first proper live set we'll be playing with Bull over here and with our new bassist Austin.
I'm new.
What do we
Yeah.
in his absence? The bassist not being here. What do we think of him? Give the honest opinion. What is the
Very
band?
enthusiastic.
He's very enthusiastic.
Is he? He's so enthusiastic.
Got a lot
He
of
not
energy.
made the interview. That's how enthusiastic he is.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
Bassists aren't known for talking much anyway, are they? So except Paul McCartney. But He's a
Well, Basic's not talking much.
they talk much anyway?
Yeah,
He does talk.
he
a lot.
does. Yeah,
He does.
He talks more than we do.
He's a talker.
He's also a doer there, so fair.
Yeah,
He is a doer.
He is a doer. He's actually got like a good job.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I know.
Yeah, he's actually like a real adult.
It's
mostly.
bullshit. Yeah.
It is bullshit.
Like,
I'm pretty
he's-
mad about it, actually.
He's bought himself a car even though he can't drive it yet. I'm like, wow,
That's a
It's
real,
called planning
that's-
ahead.
that's real Chad energy.
that's a
that.
real Chad manoeuvre. I was deeply impressed.
It's
And
a
also,
Chad 3.10.
absolutely, and I just felt incredibly inadequate because of it.
And does he have a really big bass? Is that making up for something else? Is his car and his bass?
He does have quite a large bass, yeah.
It's your bog standard Fender jazz bass, which is slightly bigger than the P bass.
Oh, we're talking about his actual bass.
Yeah, we're talking about his actual bass,
Oh.
not his
Yeah.
There's
bass.
no innuendo there. No. I just want to talk his
I
actual.
think he has got a big bass as well, though. I feel like he's probably packing a lot of girth. Because God didn't really bless him on the height front, so I feel like he kind of had to have something.
Yeah, the man's a tripod.
Which is hilarious if he's a filmmaker.
Exactly.
Who gets the most groupies, or who will get the most groupies? Are there groupies at present?
I mean,
It's
me.
you, best looking one.
You say this, but I have my fans. I have plenty of fucking 19-year-old e-girls.
19?
Yeah.
More like 16.
Give me your. This is a left of field one. What's your favourite biscuit?
Oh, fuck.
Chocolate digestive.
I
No,
was actually
no.
eating them a minute ago.
Bourbon. Chocolate bourbon.
Bourbon.
Hang on.
Yeah. See the chocolate digestive. Are you not thinking chocolate hobnob though? Just take it that.
Chocolate hobnobs are superior
They are really good.
to normal chocolate
No,
digestive.
but the thing is, I don't know. A chocolate hobnob's a bit of an event.
An event.
But a
How sad are you?
But then
You're a
surely
fan, and you said
favourite
chocolate
biscuit.
hobnob's an event.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love chocolate hobnobs, but I just think that just for the versatility and just the sheer pleasure every time, it's got to be a chocolate digestive.
Oh,
I mean,
like-
it's a pretty good go-to. Like,
Yeah.
it's like Tails never fails.
Yeah,
you know, like chocolate oated ones.
yeah.
Yeah, those do bang. Oated biscuits in
Is this
general-
what goes on in the dressing room backstage? Are you guys just, who's got the biggest packet of biscuits?
That's suggesting we ever get a dressing room.
That's true. In the alleyway before you go on.
We got
Yeah.
a green room once
In the
where
yeah.
the support bands. There were like 4 other support bands, and they all got there before us. And between like 5 bands,
Yeah,
they gave us like 2 packs of Thatchers.
yeah.
And basically, the whole point is we were going to get paid in booze and pasta.
And
But
pasta.
Arthur was driving. There wasn't much booze anyway, and you're a celiac, so Arthur couldn't even have any of the
Couldn't leave
pasta.
out the pasta.
What a letdown. That is-
The advert asked for indie bands, and we ended up supporting a ska band on this like gig that was something to do with like a cycle tour around,
Yeah, I mean,
around Bristol or something.
when the
Wasn't it?
Scar band came on, I was slightly worried that all the racists would show up, but thankfully they were just normal cyclists.
That's arguably worse.
Yeah, cyclists. I'm not-
Well, it depends.
Since we've already killed our chance of being PC, what's your most rock and roll, if there is any rock and roll? What have you got that's a story or something that's happened that's been like, fuck yeah, we've made it here? Is there anything yet? What, like TVs out the window, instruments broken?
I mean, I live a pretty vanilla existence. To
Yeah,
be
you
honest,
really do.
So I'm really boring.
Your existence you're basically like the personification of a normal digestive or a rich tea.
Rich tea hurt, but you're probably right because I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not even drinking alcohol at the moment.
No, you're really not.
I'm the most boring cunt.
Why did you turn up for this interview? What are you doing?
What do you necessarily define as a rock and roll moment?
Oh, I don't know.
I have enough stories of stupid shit that I've done, but I'm not sure it's particularly rock and roll.
Stupid shit. We'll go for some stupid shit, and we'll see if it fits the bill.
So last year in freshers of uni, I was on the bus back because it runs till 3, and I lived on campus at the time. And apparently, I was so smashed that I fell out of my seat and onto the main thing. And some girls helped me get back into my seat, and then I vaguely remember stumbling home. I got on the bus the next morning feeling pretty sorry for myself, and I dropped my phone and drew attention to myself. And these girls went, "Oh, Ollie!" I was like, hi. And they were like, oh, are you all right? I was like, yeah. And then they told me what happened. It's like, oh, that's not good.
That's tragic.
That is quite tragic.
Yeah.
Or the first time at 17 in the nest, the first time I ever took half a pill of MD with my brother, and it reacted. I had an allergic reaction with it, with my anxiety, my anxiety medication plus the copious amounts of alcohol and the bit of drugs, all did a twisted cocktail on my body, and I woke up the next morning with a bright red face.
Was it like peanut allergy as well? You just whack that in there, some peanut MD. Was it not on the label?
It
Did
wasn't
the dealer
quite
not say this MD might contain peanuts?
Well, it wasn't quite like a swelling, like I'm a peanut allergy kind of thing. It was like I woke up in the middle of the night so many times because my face was just so warm and I kept splashing cold water on my face, and I thought my face was red just because it was a bit hot. Then I cooled down, had a shower, and looked in the mirror the next morning and was like, my face is bright fucking red. I had to wear Sudocrem on my face for 3 days.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Must have been
So
bad.
you kind of look like Frank in that one Philly episode
Yeah.
where he covers himself in.
Well, the one where
Sanitone,
Matt
yeah.
comes out as gay through interpretive dance.
Oh yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Dennis, where he puts all that stuff.
Oh
in
yeah.
his
Really.
Yeah, the chemical peel.
The
Yeah.
chemical peel. Yeah. Brilliant.
I am lost. I don't know where to come in for that, Stuart. That next. What do I even say?
Nothing. Just let it happen.
Nothing. Just doing it to leave that there. Is there another story? Has anyone else got a story? Of
You got any
missing
rock and roll stories, Paul?
Put on the spot. I don't know. I probably have, but
I mean,
I'm pretty vanilla like you.
yeah. I mean,
Were you one of the people that tried? No, that was Mikey and Ty, wasn't it?
I mean, your 18th is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, my 18th birthday was quite funny. Some real shenanigans happened there. Some people ripped open their shirts. 2 people tried to climb the top of the pub. That was quite fun. I thought you were one of the people that tried to climb.
You know, my house party when you got raided by the police.
oh
That was
yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that
I
was
was
yeah.
like crowd surfing as well.
Yeah,
and
that
they
was
just
quite
dropped
cool,
me
yeah.
onto the floor.
a bit more well crowd?
Fuck you, white.
That was actually quite funny because you I don't know, you had like foil up in the windows to
Yeah.
make it look all shiny and stuff with the
Like
lights
70s
inside, but
decoration,
but
just
then-
like a crack den.
Yeah.
but it looked like
it
a
just
crack
looked like
den
a
from the
crack den.
outside.
It did look very cracked, Eddie.
Yeah.
It wasn't a crack den. It was a heroin den. But, yeah.
Oh yes. But yeah, no. So it was actually we just wanted some shiny surfaces, but it ended up looking really, really sketchy from the outside. So the police raided.
I can't believe that actually happened.
The thing is, the good part of the story is I ended up having a great time with the police. They just joined in. It was a great laugh.
So
it was like Superbad.
Super bad. Yeah.
Great film.
What is leading on from that question? You know, hush, hush, no one does drugs. But what's our favourite substance? What does the band take? What do we like before or after the gig or during?
I'm partial to a bit of the devil's letters here and there.
I mean, I really love like caffeine before the gig because it always makes me play really fucking tight, and then I think, wow, I did really well.
I think
Wow,
I think
I
a
know.
Dr Pepper will get me going.
Yeah, so that's good before, and then afterwards a little, yeah, just some nice mellow downer just to kind of chill you into the rest.
You
of the
guys
evening.
went for coffee and Dr Pepper. I went for weed.
So, some weed afterwards. Some weed
Oh, weed's
afterwards.
on-
What did you, mate? The front man does all the drugs. The rest of us are boring. We're sat backstage with our digest.
Also, actually, to be fair, because I normally have to drive everyone fucking everywhere, I don't get to do anything.
Hey, I normally get Ubers and shit to gigs. You're fine. You never have to drive now.
Oh, true. I've driven myself though.
Yeah.
Because you have so much fucking stuff.
Yeah, but it does sound good.
Mm.
You know it's full on when he has more stuff than the drummer.
Yeah.
Guitar stuff.
Idea.
I don't know about
More
that.
than that.
No, not the long coats, but for Super Ham, I tend to bring more stuff than the
Yeah.
drummer.
It's
So, yeah, 2 guitar amps, 2 guitars, big pedal board. No, 2 pedal boards because I also bring my synth rig as well, and that's
Wow,
like
you're
2
cool.
more keyboards.
Oh, look at me. I play synth as well. Please pay attention to me. I play synth.
No, it's really
That's not
uncool.
cool.
It's really
That's not
uncool,
cool.
but it means I'm more employable. So if I get a session gig, someone's more likely to go, here's like £2 to like play something. I'm like, great, money. Yes, money.
£2 to play something.
Yeah, and then I can, plug all my shit and be versatile for them.
What's the one song you'd never play? Like someone's like, I'll pay you this amount of money to do the gig, but we're going to play this song, and you'd be like,
Don't fucking steal. This is my interview here. Can I ask the question?
well, I'm just curious.
What songs you never play? That's a great question. That's a great question.
It's a great question, yeah. It's a great question. Do you want to ask it now and pretend it didn't happen?
Yeah, we'll cut that bit out, and I'll just go. So, what song would you never play? So, if I had £1 million and I said play this song, what song would you say no to?
I mean, because there's a few that I'm thinking of, and actually I'm like, for that kind of money, of course I fucking...
Yeah, £1 million is a bit...
To get the money, what song wouldn't you play? I mean, who's not going to play any song for £1 million? But, you know, what song is it you would rather not play?
I'd rather not play Teenage Dirtbag.
That's a great song, and you're absolutely wrong.
I mean, the thing is, though, I'm probably going to end up playing it.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, pretty much anything by the 1975, because then that means I'm kind of affiliating myself with that kind of area of indie culture, and that area of indie culture is just shit because it's not real indie. It's hyper-produced, sterile rubbish for people that want to be indie but aren't really. So I don't. Yeah, 1975, anything by them, I won't do it.
I like this beef. We're gonna properly.
Yeah, fuck Imagine Dragons. We should start beef with Matty
What about £1 million?
Yeah, it's true, because actually he doesn't seem like a nice chap, so I wouldn't feel bad
No,
about
it. He's not.
I wouldn't feel bad about it.
We'd insult him and he'd just come back with some speech about global warming or something.
I mean, he'd probably, like, he's, you know, to be fair, that stuff, he's got the right intentions, but he's just so insufferable about it that it really turns you off. I'd rather just listen to David Attenborough and let him do that, because he's good at that. Matt Healy isn't good at that. So he shouldn't bother.
David Attenborough could bang out a tune. What do you reckon?
David Attenborough.
David Attenborough could bang out a tune.
He's like peak, you know, peak human, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, the song.
You get David Attenborough as a session a session player for one day. What would you get him to do? David Attenborough turns up like those fellas.
You know, if David Attenborough could even play an instrument.
No, I reckon he could do anything.
Yeah. I'd get him doubting him for. Of course he could.
I reckon he could just talk to the piano or just do what he wants.
Yeah, I reckon actually if he could just pull a Lou Reed and just talk over a track we do, and it would be the best thing ever.
Just narrate the session.
Just get him to narrate, like, the gig.
Yeah.
That's genius.
And the Arthur is now tuning his guitar to drop D.
For this one song, because everything else is in standard, because we're really boring.
And now... they have just asked for crowd interaction, and the crowd does not seem interested.
Because they're really shit.
That doesn't really sound like David Attenborough. That sounds more like Tonight on Bottom Gear.
Tonight on Bottom Gear.
Bottom Gear sounds like something you find on gay Pornhub or something. Bottom Gear.
Where do you think we're referring to?
I don't know.
Jeremy Clarkson taking dick. What more do you want?
I mean, just to see the look on his face, it'd be worth it. That man is quite the tool.
Yeah, he is, which means someone needs to give him their tool.
Absolutely. You know, if you can give it, you should be able to take it. So,
yeah.
Right.
Let's start beef with Top Gear.
Well, it's not on Top Gear anymore, so it'd be kind of futile.
Oh, yeah,
although, haven't they got, like, Chris Evans on it now?
No, I mean, that's old.
Yeah, but we don't want to shoot that tie because, you know, Radio 2... You know, we might appeal to that generation soon.
I tell you, lads, you're not going to get on Radio 2. You know, you're too good for Radio 2. They're too shit. We don't like radio stations here.
We're starting beef with Radio 2 now as well.
Not beefing them. BBC pedos. It's fine.
I mean, speaking of cutting ties with the BBC, like this Bristol band Spectres did it in the most glorious fashion possible. You know how they did like the live with Radio 1, live in the Radio 1 session right. Thing. Well, what they did was they edited some footage together. Of them doing like a live session, but then and also it being in like the radio, so the Radio 1 and DJs being in like into it as well. But then about halfway through, they cut to them kind of coming out of their rehearsal room, going into the studio room, and just like killing the DJ. Like
that's quite glorious.
It's really good, and it's just like, oh, that's just. Yeah, I really respect that. It's like kind of anti-selling out in the most beautiful way possible, and I love it. It's like the opposite of what we're doing.
Yeah, we're fully selling out.
We're fully selling out, which I'm totally up for because, to be honest, I need that sell in my area. You know?
Money makes the world go round or whatever.
Yeah.
You just get on and write more good songs then. Come on, lads. Chop, chop.
Well, yeah, that's true. We should actually write some good songs.
We should actually write some songs.
We should write some good
Write some
songs.
music, will you? Lazy. Have you thought about really like making a lockdown song? Has lockdown inspired you to make? You can make a tune about lockdown.
Everyone's doing that.
I mean,
though.
Anderson Paak kind of completed it, didn't he?
It's too cliche.
I mean, Anderson Paak really
But
completed it.
Anderson Paak could loop an Apple drum loop and shit into a microphone with a bit of reverb, and I'd probably listen to it.
It's because he's really good.
Mm.
He's really good.
Yeah, no, I don't think a lockdown song is for us. No, in Bath they were doing a few gigs before the second lockdown, and everyone I went to, I think I heard something about a lockdown song in basically every gig, which is fine. And like,
It's not
around
bullshit, but yeah.
but it's a bit of a cop out.
It's an easy thing to write about, you know, wanking
Right.
12 times a day and sitting inside and
Well,
crying.
like, we did that before lockdown, so I don't think we have much else to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
Nice.
so it'd be a bit like, well, here's our pre-lockdown song, and people be like, this is a pre-lockdown song. We'd be like, yeah.
Weezer couldn't ever release like a song about what actually happens in lockdown because everything Rivers Cuomo writes is.
He's probably loving it.
He probably is. His internet history is probably obscene.
Oh God, we don't want to talk about Rivers Cuomo's internet history.
I do.
I have no idea what we're going on here. Go for it. Whose internet history are we looking at?
The guy from Weezer.
Oh
Rivers
God!
Cuomo.
Right. Let's
Lots of like Asian schoolgirl shit.
Imagine if Pinkerton came out like
Now.
now. With
Well, I feel like a really small group of people would think it'd be the most genius thing ever because they'd see it in a sort of ironic sense.
well, no,
But overall, it'd be pretty hated.
yeah, but then the incel community would love it.
This is definitely how Paxman got his interviewing career started, isn't it? I've still got it, and I can still hope. You know, just because you guys are in the filth doesn't mean I need to.
Yeah, it's true.
fine.
I wonder why no one's ever like photoshopped like Pac-Man's face over him, because just the concept of Jeremy Pac-Man is quite funny.
Yeah, imagine Pac-Man interviewing David Bowie about the internet.
Yeah.
What is one thing you'd like everyone to know about the band? So you know, you've got one sentence to say. I mean, it could be a massive sentence, but you've got one sentence.
That we exist.
Yeah, that's kind of the main. We have an EP out.
Exist.
We have an EP out. We have a music video coming out on Monday.
Oh yes.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll see.
Are there going to be tits in it?
Well, you're gonna have to
spoilers.
watch it. You're gonna have to watch it and find
We don't
out,
wanna
aren't you?
say.
Can we get any spoiler? Can we get any hint? Anything exclusive? We'll go mad. Get an exclusive.
There is some homoerotic energy in it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Big on
not,
the homo energy. It's good.
I mean that was kind of to be expected, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah, to be fair.
All right, well, Longcoats. It's been a lovely interview, chaps. I mean, I don't know how to actually end an interview. This is the first interview I've ever done.
Well, did pretty well.
I mean, it's a baptism of fire, to be fair.
It's been a tough one. I didn't know what to expect. I sort of sat in my bedroom. Going to talk to three lads here. It's going to be a great interview. It's going to have so much banter, and it didn't disappoint. You know, what do you think of the Gramophone Station? That's the real question. What do you reckon to the logo, to the intro, the daily classic? Come on, give us the.
I dig it. I think it's going to be
Quality content.
quality content.
quality.
All we ask is that you don't put the Longcoats in the title of the video, because almost every interview we've had, like the whole like year or so we've been together, it's always people keep putting the in front of it,
Yeah.
but there is no the.
It's like saying the Wings.
Yeah, Paul McCartney and the Wings. It just doesn't sound right, does it?
No.
It sounds really funny, actually. Maybe I should start referring to us as the Longcoats, just as a
Paul
little-
McCartney and the Longcoat.
You know,
The review.
why not?
The regular.
Just
The
Longcoats. No any of the Longcoats.
No the.
Yeah, we will be going the-less.
Yeah, we are minus the.
Minus the look. Have you got a daily classics selection? Because I don't know if it's something you've been looking at. We've been trying to whack up a suggestion for a song that people haven't heard for ages, or a forgotten song, to put on the Instagram, just to, get that sweet people looking at the page. What's the suggestion? Give us a song.
Well, it's coming up to Christmas, so maybe we should.
We
have, like, the
should.
dark.
We should definitely not put a Christmas song because they're all bad.
Oh no!
Apart from The Darkness.
Yeah, that's what
a
I was going to
Christmas
suggest.
song.
The Darkness one
That's
is
a classic.
fantastic.
Is it too early to start talking about Christmas? When's
Yes,
Christmas?
right. When is
November.
this coming out?
This video will probably come out sometime next week. The podcast will come out
Early.
Too early.
December.
Too early.
next
Too
week
early.
in December. You can do that. But I mean, we want a daily classics to put on the Instagram page today. So
Stacey's mum.
Yeah,
Stacey's mum.
we go Stacey's level. Maybe just like hit him with a curveball or some actual good music like Michael Kiwanuka or something. Maybe.
No, because it's daily classics. Something.
It's gonna be
Well,
fun.
it's great, but it's not like a daily classic. It's like we need like an anthem that everyone can unite.
Get behind. I think Stacey's mum does.
Say It Ain't So by Weezer is a classic. Yeah.
What are we going for?
Say It Ain't So by Weezer.
Say it ain't so.
Weezer, we'll make it happen. Oh, hell.
Kill it. Kill it like
Kill it.
put it
Kill
down
kill
like a
it.
Kill it with fire.
We can kill the recording. We're going to kill the recording. 3, 2, 1.
Hi,
We
Longcoats.
and
Today.
You'll be listening to
Drag.